Them dead. So couldn't move. All on a good dead off with me. Yeah, 6 feet and then all on a come with me.
Them smooth with it. High flames out, them a move with it. Them a move in the slippers and shoes with it. On the flip flop, man, I come full with it. Make me fuck up in ya. Jeep.
I'm gonna with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. You know you want me. Hit me, baby, one more time. Naz, you know you want me.
Hi Shana, this a brother, you know, you. 100% positive say Lil Nas X do not want you. You could have said me want you, you could have said Greg them want you, see Jason outside they want you, Terra so forward, Terra want you, but I'm certain Lil Nas X no want you. The reason why I'm saying I Shana forgot say I just said this brother want have a baby. I don't even know how that story went because I didn't follow it up, you know. But I just knew that at one point I saw pictures of this guy with a belly on the internet and I needed to know no more. So I don't know what that was all about because it's not just one picture. There were a lot of pictures with this guy with a belly. Despite the fact that him not have a belly right now, I still find the brother disturbing to look at. Granted, let we kick off the report the right way. Tef Nation, the entertainment feed community. Walk on. We're there on the Tuesday of Vibes Tuesdays. Community members, enough love and blessings. And of course, I hope you all had a productive day. With that said, let us get to the topics. Veteran dancehall artist Beenie Man and dancehall artist Masicka. How much years someone have been in dancehall music for us to consider them a veteran? Is it about age or it's about the time you've been in dancehall, you've been doing dancehall music? All the likes of QQ. Would QQ be considered a veteran? Let me know. Make we get back to the topic. Dancehall artist Beenie Man and dancehall artist Masicka, they were recently interviewed on Amazon Music. Maybe I stated that wrong. Still, dancehall artist Masicka was asked about clashing with dancehall artist Alkaline, and this is what he had to say.
So I bring back right there. Like, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping, dog? Get up. You get to me, I said, this is how music goes. You gotta find a way to bring in your nemesis in the business. Because let me tell you something. One man never run music. Never. Dancehall music, one man never, ever on dancehall.
So to that question, there was actually a good comment in here. Where is it? Yeah, from username 26 to Masicka to you, it's like, I'm not even going to try to speak patois, but Masicka, we wait upon the clash with you and Alka. So, you know, to that point of like no one man could ever run dance hall, you know, when is the clash going to happen?
Answer that pass.
All right, see the king just tell you what.
The answer the correct.
King just answer the question. And sometimes you have to make the king talk, you know.
Yeah, I really make the king talk.
All right, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
King talk.
Beenie Man is a very outspoken person, you know. But this is the one time I wish Beenie Man had just shut up. And that is no disrespect to the veteran. But I know it's not just me. A lot of dancehall supporters out there, a lot of Masicka fans, a lot of Alkaline fans wanted to know the reason. Wanted Masicka to answer that question himself. They didn't want a reply from Beenie Man. Maybe some people are perfectly fine with Beenie Man to intervene. But as mentioned before, that question so interesting, and the answer, Masicka answer, we were all interested in hearing what Masicka had to say, not what Beenie Man had to say. Then again, maybe as Masicka stated, sometime you have to just let the king talk. Vibes Cartel fans, tell me what you think about that one. The interview will stop there, still the interview continues. Check out the rest.
I have another question for you though. In terms of like crossing over, you signing with Def Jam, like Beenie, I want you to jump in after, but like talk about like making a decision. You were like signed to yourself, you had your own thing going, but you know, now making a decision. You announced it back in February 2023. Working with like probably one of the most storied hip hop labels, and I think it was Capleton recently did speaking about like you have to know yourself before you sign with a big American label. So, you know, talk about like knowing yourself, knowing what you're putting out, and even like how Pieces was kind of like a celebration song in a way.
Well, I don't know the process before initially signed. We did that process took like probably 1.5 years, honestly. So we was back and forth, going through contracts, different lawyers. So we actually meet up Latrice, big up Latrice and Tunji, Cardinal. So we meet up in Jamaica, and the idea that they shared similar ideas, you know what I mean, with me owning creativity, enough stuff like that, and not changing the music, wanting the best for the music, you know what I mean? So we sat down, we go through the details, you know, we met with my lawyer, met with my team numerous amount of times, you know what I mean? And Latrice cool, Tunji cool. So the decision was, all right, I was in a position where my career was going good, but at the end of the day, you don't know who want the better for the music. You know what I mean? So them have the right idea, you know what I mean, and we have the right songs in. So, you know, it's just a collective effort and things been going good so far. So it wasn't a rush process. It wasn't like, oh, you know, we need to sign because of this, you know, we need to, no, it thoroughly thinking, you know, back and forth, we have the contract for like a year, different contract, this, that. So it sat down, the ideas them connect instantly, you know what I mean? And Tunji, rate the thing, respect the music, Latrice likewise. So it was just, you know, a go. Definitely.
Beenie, do you have any, like, because you were signed to Island, if I'm correct, right? Like,
it's all about you.
Yeah.
Music is all about you. Your music, that's the reason why they sign you, black man. It's because of music. They don't sign you for nothing else. They don't sign you for your skin complexion. They don't sign for your smile. They know that you got everything. You got the smile, you got the looks, you got swagger, you got everything to be the star. But they sign you for your music. Why do you want to change your music? The first time Virgin tried to change my music, I walk out. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, straight up.
We're out. It's all about music. So it's not about nothing else. It's all about you and what you bring to the board. If I bring this to the board and you sign me to the board, why do you want to change my board?
Very true.
Yeah.
Why you want to tell me what to do when you sign me for what I've been doing?
Yeah.
There we go. Don't get hold, dog. So we do what we do right through. Because remember this, wherever you have in America, Jamaica will turn against you because you have nothing going on in Jamaica. And this is where it is. So you have international audience and you have core audience.
From the room, wash up the tree, can't be good.
There you go. Your core audience where you live, Jen.
Yeah, man. From the room, mash up the tree, can't be.
Dr. Led speaking on the government plan to invest some millions, well, billions of dollars in crime fighting or to fight crime, whichever way you want to put it. Still, check out the reasoning.
I came across a news clip that states that the Jamaican government is planning to expend $9.7 billion in what it describes as essential steps to fighting crime and violence. These steps include refurbishing and construction of new jails, investment in police vessels, JCF recruitment and expanding the JCF. All necessary steps. But aren't these more reactive approaches to crime and violence? Because if you're preparing to fight crime with new construction of prisons and a bigger security force, it means you're expecting more crime. It means you have a crime breeding ground. How about we have plans to reduce crime? These plans could include rehabilitation programs that allows for smooth integration of convicts serving time. How about infrastructure that assists people with investment in dancehall and reggae music, choreography, dancing, things that people can actually make funds from on the international markets? How about we invest in the young farmers in rural Jamaica who need grants to start that poultry farm, to start that cattle rearing or that goat rearing career that they have a dream of. We're planning to fight crime. $9.7 billion to fight crime. Where are the plans to reduce crime? Where are the plans to detect the root causes of the high crime rate? I don't see those plans. So you don't think that's reactive? 9.7 billion to fight crime with zero plans to reduce crime? If your plan is to fight, it means you're expecting the battle. How about you reduce the battle? How about we have some training facilities? How about we actually invest in proper investigative tools for the current members of the JCF and JDF so they can effectively carry out their work? We're going to expand the workforce. So all we need is manpower. We don't need intelligence. We don't need investigative capabilities. We need manpower then, because we're expecting a war. These are reactive approaches, and they will not help. And then you're going to hear this, some of them come out and say, hey, everything the government don't criticize. We criticize anything when it makes sense. I don't care who do it. Anything that does not make sense will be scrutinized. Think about measures to reduce crime, not fight crime. If you plan to fight, it means you're expecting a fight. Reduce crime. Then we don't have to expend all this money into crime fighting. Help me make sense of that 9.7 billion to fight crime and not reduce crime.
The entertainment feed community, just before we close off, the Jamaica Constabulary Force gave an update on a suspect pertaining to the killing of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe. The Jamaica Constabulary Force shared this picture with the caption stating, police are seeking the public's help in finding a woman that they believe can assist them with information relating to the death of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe. I don't know why this looks computer generated. At the same time, if it can help, it will help. The post not stop there still. It reads, this image of the woman was developed using an electronic face identification technique. There we go. Same thing as I mentioned before. Computer generated image. But this is what we got. So if you see this person, know this person, you can do a major part in getting justice for Daniel Rowe. The entertainment feed community, that it for now. You see what time o'clock, you see what time o'clock we are and get the f*** out of here. And as usual, my people.
Ooh.